In the last video, we saw that in a question for calculating limits, when we substitute for x, we get one of the following three answers. Number 1, the answer is a numerical value, in which case the limit exists. Number 2, there is a 0 in the denominator, which means the limit does not exist. And number 3, the answer is 0 divided by 0, in which case we know that we need to manipulate the equation in order to find the answer. In the last video, we did some practice questions for this scenario. In this video, we will go over the second scenario where the limit does not exist. We know that the first step towards solving any calculating limits problem is to substitute for x, and if we get an answer 0 divided by 0, only and only then we move towards step 2 to find the answer. Question 1. Find limit as x approaches 1 of x divided by ln x. So 1 divided by ln 1. To find ln 1, let's jump to the formula sheet. Towards the bottom right corner, we can see that these are the two functions that we already know for ln. ln of 1 is simply 0. Hence, 1 divided by 0, and we know whenever 0 is in the denominator, limit does not exist. Question 2. Limit as x approaches tan of pi divided by 2. Let's jump to the formula sheet to find an answer. Here in the quotient identities, you can see that tan theta is equal to sine theta over cos theta. So we can write tan pi by 2 as sine pi by 2 divided by cos pi by 2. Now from the table on the right, we can see that sine pi by 2 is 1 and cos pi by 2 is 0. So the answer is 1 over 0. As it's 1 divided by 0 and there is a 0 in the denominator, hence the limit does not exist. Question 3. Limit as x approaches 5 of x plus 5 divided by x minus 5. So this would simply be 5 plus 5 divided by 5 minus 5. It's 10 divided by 0 and the limit does not exist. Question 4. Limit as x approaches 0 of cos of 0 divided by 0. Let's jump to the formula sheet to find an answer for cos 0. Here on the right table, we can see that at 0, the value of cos is 1. So the value is 1 divided by 0 and the limit does not exist. Here on the right, you can see that we did not have to go towards step 2 because none of our answers were 0 divided by 0. And we get all of our answers just by following step 1. Hello everyone, welcome to All Possible Questions. In this video, we'll be covering calculating limits.